was it like, in the earliest stages of Airhouse, kind of, understanding the problem and, as a marketplace, how you can
Yeah.
maybe kind of sequence solving that?
Yeah, so Airhouse, it was very difficult to get started. So we had, as most marketplaces have, is the chicken and egg problem. How do you get customer? You can't get customers before you have like supply. Like it's just really tough. So what we actually did is we bought a very small brand ourselves. So it was a sunglass company, very inexpensive, and we just pretended that we were a customer to our first 3PL. And then what we did is we built in to that 3PL our system and then made our platform. And then we were confident that we could basically send orders. So we integrate very deeply with the technology of the partners that we have. And so we were sending our sales through this very tiny brand to them, and then we would just start like layering on customers, and we didn't actually tell them our whole big plan, because actually, to be honest with you, like at that time we weren't quite sure how the warehouses, the 3PLs, would actually view us. Do they view us as competition? Do they not? And so I knew going to them and be like, this is our master plan. Like, we want to work with you, but like, we don't have any customers. So what we did is like become more customer. And then to get the early customers, we actually did have, so we were stealth for about a year and a half. And we were launched under like a pseudonym brand, just because I think that marketplaces, and this thinking could be wrong, I think that we didn't want to have our name attached to this to try to, just for competitive reasons early on. So because marketplaces, they're really tough to start, but once you get them going, they really do kind of like, it works really well if you do have like the right product fit. So we launched under a pseudonym, and we just got customers through like Google AdWords. And then we just worked through the initial partner that we had. It was like a single 3PL. And then as we got more volume, it was multiple 3PLs. And then as soon as the scale kind of tipped, that we had like actual real volume, we were able to go to the larger 3PLs and be like, this is what we do. Like we will eliminate the need for you to market or sales or sell anything, which typically a lot of these warehouses, like that's not their core competency. It's on the operations side of things, and that's definitely what we found. And so we were just able to be like, do you want a lot of volume without having to pay for it? And when we had that volume, that kind of tipped the scales. But as you know, like any marketplace, it's both. One of the other sides is kind of you don't have enough supply, you don't have enough demand. But it's been actually really encouraging that we've never been demand constrained. So we've always had it has been a struggle to get quality partners on the warehousing side of things, but we've continued to kind of break through that, and especially with the more volume, and then also as we push in more of our technology, and also we're their partner. We want to fix all of the problems they have. It's the reason that if you look at any scaled brand today, they have these huge operations teams, and they also outsource everything. As far as like, they don't have warehouses, but the reason for that is because there's so many emails going back and forth. Their technology doesn't integrate with the modern tools, all of those things. So at the same time, we could solve that for the brand and also for the actual art partner on the supply side as well, by just eliminating all of that and working with their maybe not so great systems on the warehousing side, and then making it look like to the brand that it just works like magic, which is what we did. Very similar to Shyp, but obviously different market.